Hi everybody, happy Monday, recording this on the 20th of February. This is Kirsty here. Hi, how's it going? I'm going to take some cards for this new moon in Pisces, and of course we are in that energy of the new moon. For us in the UK GMT, the new moon was at 7:05 this morning GMT. Take it as it applies for your time zone, of course. I'm not in my usual place and my internet decided to pack up on me yesterday, so I wasn't able to do my astrology reading that I wanted to do for YouTube, but we will persist. I have got the tarot cards, but just to give a bit of astrological insight, of course we've got the sun in Pisces because we are in that new Pisces season, and now we have the moon because of the new moon, so heightening that energy within Pisces, that ethereal, that dreaminess, and just really allowing us to go within, reflect on the magic within us, getting in touch with our intuition, very Piscean, using that intuition of the high priestess energy, and truly wanting to manifest what we would like to see in our external reality. We are the co-creators of our reality with the divine, but we need to meet the divine halfway. So of course, new moons are all about manifestations, new beginnings. We're in a new season. We're in a new lunar cycle. So this is all about new beginnings and intention settings. So of course, relying on our intuition to guide us in terms of what is good for us, not anybody else. We're not even considering that. This is us. What's right for our soul essence, trusting that intuition, trusting that guidance, trusting that soul guidance from our inner compass, and also then using that magic within of the high priestess energy to manifest our reality. We have got Neptune and Venus in Pisces as well, so it's adding to that sort of dreaminess. Now Neptune, we know, as with anything, there's the light side and the shadow side. So, try not to get into any sort of deceptive energy or illusionary energy. It can be quite dreamy, and that's great, but just use your discernment always. And with Venus being there as well, they're only 4 degrees away from each other at the moment. It's that emphasis on the divine feminine energy, of course. So we need to nurture ourselves when it comes to our own magic, and recognizing that there is that essence of love. So it could feel very dreamy in that respect, but we ultimately need to give that love to ourselves through our manifestations and by connecting in with our intuition. So that's just something I wanted to start off by saying. And I would have shown you the chart, but as I mentioned, I'm not in my usual place, and there was internet issues yesterday. So that was probably from the Mercury Moon conjunction that I talked about on my last video. So let's jump right in. I've got the Gilded Tarot Royale, Sovereignty within this deck, and I've got the Moonology Manifestation deck as well. So I'm just going to position the phone here. I'm just going to have to make do with this, but we will persist, okay, in order to get the messages out to you. Okay, so of course, this being from the Pure White Light, and messages and guidance to help uplift and inspire you on your journey. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Not going to resonate for everybody, as I always say. This is collective energy. Okay, what does the collective need to know from the Gilded Tarot Royale? Thank you so much. What does the collective need to know from the Gilded Tarot Royale? Temperance. There's a need to be patient. You could be thinking, Kirsty, I've been patient enough. Page of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, there's a new beginning or an offering that's wanting to come in here, but there needs to be that flow and that balance and that blending of energies, allowing the temperate energy to guide you. Something needs to close out as well. 8 of Pentacles. Okay. Major Arcana energy, Sagittarius energy, Temperance. Okay, so there is a need, and I love this particular card. It's so beautiful, isn't it, with all the colours? There is a need here to blend the energies. We see here we have water and fire, and also I think of these 2 cups, and it's traditionally depicted by Archangel Michael, and that essence of being temperate, knowing that you're divinely protected and guided, but being patient in your endeavours. So this is not about rushing towards manifestations, but it's utilising the energy of this new cycle, of the new moon, to manifest, to work with the lunar energy to manifest, but to not attach timings to it. Time's an illusion anyway. Energy is fluid, and free will always impact on our life. This is the 3D reality. But if you are sure and clear in your convictions of your manifestations by checking in with your intuition, and it's in divine alignment with you, and you're manifesting the reality but not setting a time limit on it, you know, not putting that pressure on yourself, and equally the universe, recognizing that it will be delivered in divine timing, but trusting in that and surrendering to that, having that temperate energy and being patient, then that's what's going to allow a new beginning to come in, this offering of a new beginning. You know, imagine that's the divine wanting to offer you this bright, spangly new pentacle, an opportunity of a new stable beginning. But in order to do that, something has to end, because this death card, Scorpio energy, is in reverse. It's major arcana energy as well. So that's a powerful reminder from spirit that something needs to end. A cycle needs to close that is not serving you. And work and effort needs to be applied in the direction of those pentacles, in the direction of what is in divine alignment for you. Nine of Wands could be feeling a bit sort of defensive, needing to guard one's territory. Let's see what advice we have. I would say the advice is actually closing out a cycle that's not serving in order to begin anew, because, put it that way, the Page of Pentacles can't come in and offer this new beginning until something closes out. Okay, what's the advice for the collective? Thank you. Advice for the collective. Yes, further reminder, 10 of Swords in reverse. Cycle, 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 close out. This is a painful ending. Something needs to end. Something that's been causing stress, anxiety, worry. Because it's Swords energy. Something needs to end. What else do we have? What else do we have? Thank you so much. Advice. It's pretty much the advice there, isn't it? But is there anything else for the collective? Yes, I felt that there was. And wow, on the bottom, 2 of Swords. I'll come to that in a minute. We've got the 7 of Pentacles in reverse and strength in reverse. Yeah, so you need to really find the strength within to plant the seeds that you want to plant in order to move forward. Now, what I'm drawn to here is we saw the 8 of Pentacles in the upright, of course. We've got the Page of Pentacles holding 1 pentacle, and we've got 7 of Pentacles. 7 and 1 is 8, and 8 is here. So really, there is that need, and both of those are in reverse, you see. Both of those are in reverse, and that's in the upright. So work and effort needs to be applied in order to plant the seeds that you desire to manifest in your reality, in order for this offering of a new beginning that's available to you. But we have 2 ending cards here, 1 major arcana, 1 quite painfully depicted with the swords in the back. Too much stress, too much worry, too much anxiety, not serving us. Something needs to close out. Very powerful, but it's finding the strength in order to do that. Major arcana energy. So major arcana energy, we've got Sagittarius, we've got Scorpio, and we've got Leo. And on the bottom, we have that 2 of Swords, more Swords energy, but this is about taking off that metaphorical blindfold, because you know the choice that needs to be made. This is denial. There could be fear around making a choice, but you know what the choice is. You know what the cycle is that needs to close out. Let's see what we have from the Moonology manifestation deck. Okay, for this new moon in Pisces. Very powerful though. Definitely cycle needs to close. Okay. For the new moon in Pisces, thank you. Wow, full moon in Sagittarius in reverse. See the bigger picture. This came up in my reading for Sun entering Pisces. If that resonates for you, check it out on my page. It's on my YouTube channel and my Instagram. But seeing the bigger picture, because in that reading, there were 3 cards that really showed needing to look at something from a different perspective. And it was the community card that had a giraffe on it. Of course, giraffes can see that sort of higher up, elevated view. There was Observer in reverse, so definitely the need to look at something from a different perspective. The person had like a telescope in the card, and the other one was the Hanged Man, so feeling stuck because of needing to look at something in a different perspective, from a different perspective. This is all about seeing the bigger picture. Sagittarius being ruled by Jupiter, of course, it was the former ruler of Pisces, and we are in Pisces season, and Jupiter is that gas giant, expansion, hope, you know, that big energy. See the bigger picture. So you need to look at the bigger picture here when closing out a cycle, because it could be painful, could be a painful ending. It's something that you know needs to end because of the Two of Swords with the metaphorical blindfold. But you know what needs to end, even if it's just negative thought patterns. You know, it doesn't have to be a situation or a connection. It could be simply negative self-talk needs to stop. You know, we need to move forward. However it applies for you, if it resonates at all. But by seeing the bigger picture, you can understand why something needs to close out, not just facing the fear of actually closing it out, because we can become attached to certain situations. It feels like it's a comfort blanket when it's not. Let's see what else we have. Thank you. Yes, last quarter moon in Taurus, be proud of yourself in reverse. So you need to actually be proud of yourself in terms of how far you've come to get this far on your healing journey. It's been intense. It has been intense. It's been a roller coaster. Working with the energy, allowing yourself to flow with the energy, being temperate with yourself, not putting pressure on yourself, but instead being proud of yourself. Because you've had to learn these lessons, you've had to recognize, how do we know we need to end something unless it tests us to the very limits of our patience? How do we know otherwise? So we are shown these things for a reason. It's all for our highest good. Okay, let's get one more from Moonology Manifestations. Thank you so much. There we go. Let your fears dissolve. Yeah, that's in the upright. Full moon in Cancer. So actually 2 full moon energies, which is more about releasing. We are in the new moon energy at the moment, but the full moon that's coming up in a couple of weeks could also be appropriate in terms of releasing. You know, setting your manifestations now, but recognizing where you do need to close something out, that you're then working with the energy in order to do that in a timely manner, not in a rushed way, you know, remembering that temperance as well, but letting your fears dissolve. So not getting too fearful that you remain attached to something that is not serving you, because it's going to cause further pain, further anxiety, further stress. And on the bottom, release your blocks. Yes, so trying to go within, meditate, understanding where those blocks might be coming up for you, asking your angels, your guides, source energy, whoever you converse with, for that guidance, and then listening to your intuition to actually be guided forward. So I hope that resonates for you. And sorry, it's been a bit of an unconventional setup this morning, but wanted to make sure I got a message out to you. So happy new moon in Pisces, happy intention settings and blessings to you all. And if you'd like a personal reading, do reach out to me, but sending you love and blessings for this lunar season. Take care, everyone. Bye.